reptilians. We talk a lot about conspiracies and their origin on the channel, and although some of them may be fascinating enough to want to believe, there are often simple ways to debunk them, specifically trace their stories back to their origin. Reptilians, or sometimes referred to as lizard people or draconians, are the backbone of many government and/or extraterrestrial conspiracies. Sometimes the concept even rears its scaly head in surprising places, like the legend of the Flatwoods Monster or the bizarre belief in an ancient master race known as the Anunnaki. But where could such a story have come from? Imaginations or authentic witness reports? The concept of reptilians began in Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian pulp fiction magazines, which eventually was adapted into books, comics, and films, and so forth. The Serpent Men appeared in literature for the very first time in a story called The Shadow Kingdom, published in August of 1929 by pulp fiction mag Weird Tales. Villains in the Shadow Kingdom were essentially shape-shifting lizard people who were able to control the masses telepathically, and the storyline focused on mystical and mysterious places like Atlantis and Lemuria, a place believed to be a lost land somewhere either in the Pacific or Indian Ocean. Lemuria was scientifically discredited after its popularity in the 19th century due to increased understanding of plate tectonics, but found a new home in some occultist beliefs thereafter. Years after the debut of the reptilian concept, similar literary characters emerged again, only this time in the work of Clark Ashton Smith. The Hyperborean Cycle series was set in a prehistoric time in a fictional place called Hyperborea, a word normally used in Greek mythology to describe a race of giants from beyond the north wind. One of the most notable appearances, similar to Howard's original concept, included the Cthulhu Mythos, created by H.P. Lovecraft. Serpent people appeared once again in the 1940s in a pamphlet by Maurice Doreal entitled Mysteries of the Gobi. In Doreal's work, the anthropomorphic creatures sported a body like a human and a head of a snake, once again with the ability to shapeshift. Doreal's contribution to the history of this conspiracy didn't end there. In fact, he might be responsible for the turning point where fiction crosses the line of reality. Pseudo-reality, that is. In 1939, Doreal published the Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean, which he claimed to be true. The real truth was that his work was fiction and based almost solely on Howard's The Shadow Kingdom. Years later, the most well-known proponent of the modern reptilian theory, David Icke, who some might say teeter-totters on the edge of conspiracy theorist and village idiot, okay, maybe that was just me who said that, published his 2001 book, Children of the Matrix. In the book, Icke claimed that mankind has been enslaved and controlled by unseen forces for thousands of years, and that we live in an illusion. Incidentally, Icke's book borrowed the translation of the tablets from Doreal. TLDR, Icke based his truth off of another so-called truth, which was actually based on fiction. And there you have it, the true history of the fictional creatures known as reptilians.